Welcome back. I'm Jim, and this is Jim on the 60s and 70s. Today we're going to be listening to the Monkees. Now, I'm a very big Monkees fan, particularly the first couple of albums, because the writing was so good. The man who brought in the writers was a guy by the name of Don Kirshner, who you may remember from a 1970s show called Don Kirshner's Rock Concert. Well, Kirshner would hire the best. He hired Carole King, Neil Diamond, Boyce and Hart, some of the best 60s writers around. And these are the people who wrote the songs that were on the first couple of albums. Later on, they had a falling out with Don Kirshner, and the Monkees tried to write and produce their own stuff, which was nowhere near as good. In addition to the writers that they would bring on board, Mike Nesmith was also a very good writer, and some of his songs were on the first two albums. He also, in 1968, wrote a song called Different Drum, which Linda Ronstadt made into a very big hit. Well, today we're going to be listening to a record called Daydream Believer. Now, Daydream Believer was written by a man named John Stewart, not the John Stewart you know from television. John Stewart was a musician in a group called the Kingston Trio. I don't know if you remember the Kingston Trio. They were big in the very late 50s and early 60s. They had songs like Tom Dooley, MTA, and they even did Sloop John B., which Alan Jardine from the Beach Boys was a big fan of, and he brought that to Brian Wilson when they were doing the Pet Sound sessions, and that's the reason that Sloop John B. is on that album. Anyway, we're going to go back to, I believe it's 1967, and this song is Daydream Believer. So sit back and reminisce with me.
Oh, I could hide 'neath the wing of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and our good times.
Go, Davey.
Then,
Show 'em you can
without
dance.
dollar want to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
Show 'em Davey.
Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
One of the reasons I liked the music back then so much is that there's so much joy. And you see at the end of the video, the boys are clowning around, having such a good time. Well, I hope you had a good time too. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for reminiscing a little bit. And hopefully I will see you next time.